Lego.
What's up, guys? This is Derek from Team Evolution here, coming to you with the updated Mecha Phantom Beast profile with Scramble. I told you guys I was going to give you a build. So far, this is the build that has been working really well for me, and I might make a couple slight modifications come our regionals in like 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, whenever that is. But until then, this is the deck that I'm using, and it's working fantastic. So to start, obviously the 3 Raptor and the 3 Tether, as you've seen in every other Mecha video, these 6 are pretty much your standard 6. Then I bumped Hamstrat to 3. I know I have one ugly Ultra. It's okay. My reasoning for putting him at 3 is simply to consistently open your plays with Scramble, because a lot of times your opponent isn't going to really expect to run into this first turn. But another reason is his effect to Reborn. Late game, this Reborn effect, because you don't even play a lot of monsters anyways, you only play like 11 or 12 mechas themselves. Or 13, you play 13 mechas, so his effect to do late game reborns is just ridiculous. So that's why I decided to play him at 3. I may put him to 2, but at the moment, I really like this card at 3.
14 mechas.
2 Herliards still, and the 1 Coltwing. Coltwing's a lot more viable now thanks to Scramble. In fact, he was pretty much built to work with Scramble, but I sometimes drawing into the 1 copy sucks, but I don't draw him very often. And once you pull him out of the deck early, it doesn't even matter anyways. So he's very crucial. I wouldn't play him at 2 just because of the fact he sucks to draw. And Herliard is a good 2 of. I think 2 is the perfect number for this card. 3 is too much and 1 is too little. Still playing the 1 Warblurin for the ridiculous synchro plays. Conqueruda is much better in this build now, so I play the 1 Warblurin. And that's it for the mechas themselves. The only other monsters I play are just 2 Veilers. I almost want to put this at 3. But 2 is working just fine. Veiler is just phenomenal in this format right now. So that's only
15.
9. Yeah, no, 16.
15.
16. What is 6,
3,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. Yeah, 15.
15. Oh, okay.
Right.
Whatever. Anyways, so 15 monsters, not very many. Of course, the 3 Scrambles. This card can be used as bait, but at the same time, this card is just broken. And
Don't take the bait.
yeah, it's just really powerful, and you want to consistently be able to get it with your tokens, so I had to play this card at 3. We're still playing the 3 dualities to get your setups. I dropped Scapegoat down to 2. When this card was at 3, the way that the build was being played before, it was really consistent, opening into 3 or multiple copies, but now because you have different opportunities to do different plays, and bigger plays at that, Scapegoat at 2 is perfect. You don't dead draw it when you have a full field, and it's the perfect amount. And between the draw power and the search power, and really the deck thinning power now with Scramble, you get to your Scapegoats really quickly, so I'm not ever really worried. I dropped the Planter down to 2. Basically, the 3rd Planter, at the time when I was playing this in Atlanta, it was helpful, but at the same time it was kind of dead. So this actually does help consistently draw into your pieces. You only need 2 of them. You don't ever really need the 3rd copy, not in a deck like this. So playing that at 2, I dropped a Goat and I dropped a Planter, and just added the 3rd Scramble. And then I finally decided to main deck 2 MSD, because since the monster count is lower, and the spell is kind of neutral, this gave me opportunity to play this. I really figured that I needed to play this in the main deck right now, and I'm even considering trying to find room for the 3rd, but right now I side the 3rd. That's how many spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 spells. So that gives us 13 traps still. Still, triple Phoenix Chain. Works well with Planter, and just between the Veilers and the Phoenix Chains, just no effects, basically. Yeah, your Hoot Cakes definitely felt that.
It's okay, I still won.
Now, a lot of you are going to think this is weird, and this has nothing to do with, like, everybody else right now. I am playing 3 Reckless. Here's the thing with this deck. I already explained how this deck does not have any draw power anymore whatsoever with Sacred Swords gone. I implemented the Planters, which work well. I hate Upstart Goblin. I absolutely hate that card. But between Scramble, Mega Raptor, the dualities, and Planters, you consistently go through your deck, and either you get 1 or 2 or even all 3 of these off, especially if you draw into them off themselves. With the defense that the mechas have, you never have to really worry about the 2-card aspect. I mean, it's very rare that I have to deal with that. Most of the time, if I get this and Planter off and going with my combos, it's only a couple turns before I actually end up winning the game. and it just really helps to get you the cards that you need, whether it's early game or even late game if you have to. So I really actually like Reckless in this deck. I don't play freaking Upstart, but definitely love Reckless. Still 2 Mirror Force, Bottomless, Warning, Torrential, no Compulse or Deprison because they target, and right now everything that targets is just bad in my opinion. That's just me though.
Did you get that from Dan?
No, I actually got this from Chris, believe it or not. And then of course your 2 recharges. So great to spam a token and of course planter it off for some draws. Simple as that. That's the main deck. It's 40 cards. So far it's flowing amazing. The only things I'm thinking about changing is I want to find room for a 3rd Misty, and I want to find room for a Cow Griffin. If I put Cow Griffin in, I'll probably just take out one of the Hamstrats and see how that works. But right now I'm kind of really liking the 3 Hamstrats and no Cow Griffin, but we'll see.
To say the least, I agree with the 3rd Veiler. That would have won you the game against me.
Yeah, if I would have drawn it. That's why I sided it in though. I mean, and then my tokens, this has to be part of your extra deck, or your token deck.
Otherwise, you're not playing Mecha Phantom Beasts.
Yeah, now I picked up some, well, these are legitimate. These ones are like Orica ones that like are floating around.
I got all of these for him. So
I use these as goats, and these are my mechs, so.
I like the YCS ones.
We calculate,
a shit ton for them.
We calculated that my token deck is worth like $60. Okay, so for the extra deck, obviously 3 Dracos and a big eye.
No. 2 Dracos and an Italian one.
And a German big eye. That's Ultra.
Yeah,
so that's it for your 7s. No 2 big eyes or anything like that. You're giving an X in your Chidori, pretty standard.
I thought that was a Downer Magician.
And the 2 newest additions that I did decide to put into the extra deck because honestly, why not? I like him more than I like him. He's amazing. He's okay. He's situational. He's helped me a few times. I've misplayed with him a few times. Live and learn. This card is amazing. Honestly, I'm about to build Evols again when the new card comes out, and I'm probably going to play 2 101s because the card is just amazing. So those are basically the 2 other cards.
Broken.
Oh, dude,
that trap card is
I was raping people on DN with that card. I don't have Dev Pro because I suck. Rail Cannon, only 1. That's it for the Xyz. Your synchros are Formula, Armory, Cataster, Black Rose, Stardust, and the newest edition, I am finally playing the 1 Conqueruda. Fantastic in this build. I wish I could find room for a Star Eater, but I can't. So, if anything, if I were to take something out for a Star Eater, I would probably take out either the Rail Cannon. No, I wouldn't take out the Rail Cannon.
Exiton.
I would probably take out Excite and Knight. He's so situational, and I mean, you won because of Blackhorn, which is really shitty.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if I would have got that Exciting off, I would have won.
Yeah.
It just sucked. Okay, so side deck I'm playing right now is the 3rd Veiler and 2 Cs.
Tiramisu and Downered out.
The 3rd Misty. 2 Mistakes. I know I searched with Mega Raptor, but Mistake is just really good right now for spellbooks. Surgery. I won a Noble Knight matchup because of this card. Amazing card. Dropped Light Mirror down to 2. I'm playing Mind Crush, basically for all the hand stuff, more or less, like spellbooks and stuff like that. 2 Overworked for, what's it called? Fire Fist. And then I only have 14 in the side deck right now. I'm thinking of playing either a 3rd of one of these traps, like a 3rd copy, or I'm going to play Soul Drain. One of the 2.
I would do the Soul Drain. Soul Drain wins so many games.
I don't have one right now, believe it or not. So This is the build that I have been playing. Well, that was bad.
That was bad.
So it's been working really, really, really amazing, and I would suggest really, really testing this deck out with Scramble. Like I said, if I'm going to make any changes to the deck before the regional, I'll do another profile for you guys for that, or I'll just wait until after the regional to show you guys, depending on if I top or not, because I'm really going to try and get my 2nd regional top with this deck and put this deck back on the maps again. So until then, leave your comments. I'm going to also be in Florida for the next week, so any videos that get uploaded, Bronson's going to be doing.
Hi.
So until then, that's all. Just comment, let us know,
subscribe, all that.
Yeah, we're over 700 finally, so keep it going up. We got to get to that 1,000 mark.
If we get to 1,000, we'll do something super huge for you guys. Make sure we'll record it and get it uploaded.
I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll give away
we have to think about that.
Awesome. But until then, guys, Team Evolution out.
And we're up.